Okay then, so I the Catman. Uh, I'm joined by the one and only Mr. CJ Wildheart. He is the
Hello.
co-founding member of the Wildhearts, and he has also fronted bands Funny Crack with Willie Dowling and the Jellies. How are you
That's
doing,
correct.
CJ?
Yes. I'm all right. Yes. I'm surprisingly all right, and really excited about a new album coming out. So,
Yeah,
which is good. I've done this a few times before, and to still be excited at my age is a good thing.
yeah. So I mean, what this is what we're talking about. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. It could be an eighth album, that right?
A solo album, or as a
Solo. I mean, yeah,
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 yes,
yeah.
it is. Yeah. I've made a few albums over
You
the
have indeed, yeah.
decades. I have,
Oh, I
yeah.
know.
I forget.
Yeah. So, Split then. It's coming out soon, that right?
It is actually on Friday, November the 4th. It's coming out digitally on Bandcamp and through my store, and then the
Okay.
CD will be out in December. Vinyl early next year. I have to stagger it because of the waiting on vinyl. It's crazy how long you got to wait for vinyl to be manufactured
Oh
these
yeah, yeah.
days. So if you want to hear it digitally, you can from this Friday.
Fantastic stuff. I mean, I've already had a listen to the copy you've sent me, and I can promise you, everybody, you are in for one hell of a treat.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you very much, Phil.
Yeah. So, I mean, the single's already out, isn't it? Butterfingers.
It is, yeah, yeah. It's a song about me being a teenager in London in Soho in the 80s.
Right. I see.
Yeah,
I
great
bet that.
days.
I bet they were. So, what's the influence behind the new album then, CJ?
Uh, well, the album's called Split because it's kind of loosely split between kind of pop songs and more like hardcore songs. But the song, the album, I mean, it starts off with a song called "Kick Down the Walls," which is about the early days of the Wild Hearts when things were really
Okay.
good and we felt like a gang. And then you go into Butterfingers, which is about me being a teenager in the 80s, growing up in Soho in London. And the album loosely, it kind of, there's the stuff in there about recent history, about disappointments and things going wrong, and then there's a song on there called Victoria, which is about my girlfriend, and so
Okay.
it's loosely kind of about my life over the last 38 years.
Yeah. You ever thought about writing a book about it?
No. I'd rather let the music do the talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not something I'm interested in, and if I was going to do a book, it
No.
would be a cookbook, definitely not
Right.
a
Yeah, because
biography.
you would say you had that spell with your sources, didn't you? The devil spit.
Yeah, I mean, I've been selling Devil Spit now for it'll be 10 years next year. And
Okay.
I don't sell it all the time, but I have it on sale a couple of times a year. I'm going to do a little sale before Christmas. I have a few bottles in storage that I'm going to get rid of just before
Yeah.
Christmas. But it's hard to get hold of my sauce, but cooking's my passion. I love cooking.
Brilliant stuff. So, who's your main influences then, musically, CJ?
It's really broad. I mean, the first band I saw live was Kiss back in the 1980. I saw Kiss with their
Okay.
full makeup on, and I remember turning to my dad saying, "That's what I want to do. I want to be on stage." And but I mean, I love punk. I love a lot of hip hop. I love dance. If it's a good chorus, a good tune, I'm all over it. And I tend to like music that lifts me up, gets my
Yeah.
heart going.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
older I get, the more I want my heart to be beating.
I know the feeling. I mean, I'll be 60 next year, so yeah, I know that feeling very well.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, some people go the other way, though, don't they? They slow down, don't they? Where for me, I want something to pick me up. Yeah.
yeah. So who's on your playlist at the moment then, CJ?
Ugh, it's I mean, I listen to a lot of like contemporary music, like chart music. I listen to a lot of dance music. I listen to like, I mean, this morning I had I was when I went to Leeds, I had Radio One on for a bit. Then I put
Right.
Classic FM for a bit, and then I played a bit of The Clash, a bit of Slipknot, and then I put some Public Enemy on. Yeah, so my
Yeah.
music is really kind of all over the place. Yeah,
Yeah. Bit like mine, really. There's only two kinds of music, though, isn't there? There's music you don't like, music you do like.
that's correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of labeling music, to be honest. I don't call it Catman's jobs, but I listen to all sorts.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got a good tune, I'm on it, and I don't
Yeah.
care what type of music it is. If it's a good tune's a good tune.
Hmm. Is there an artist, either dead or alive, who you'd most love to do a collaboration with?
God, I'd love to do something with Mick Jones from the Clash. Absolutely would love to do something with him. Um, I mean, I look up to like a I'm fans of certain musicians, but I've never really ever like sat down and said, "Oh, I'd love to work with them." I don't think like that, and
Right. Yeah.
it's like I've never been as an adult, I've never been starstruck as well. I don't suffer from that, when you
No,
you
I don't
meet
know.
really
I don't
famous
now.
people. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I know people my age now, fellow musicians who just they see someone really famous and they just kind of like turn into a fan. And I haven't been like that since I was about like 13 or 14. It's just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so I mean I- I'm really impressed with people who can just get on and lead a decent life. They impress
Yeah.
me more than people
Yeah.
writing songs or making movies, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally with you on that. Totally with you.
Yeah.
So, if you was the interviewer now, then who would you most like to interview?
Whoa, that's a great question. I mean, it's a really hard. I mean, there's a chef. He passed away a few years now. Anthony Bourdain, who I loved.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to interview him. Stephen King as well is another person I'd love to
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
sit down. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then all of the cast of Red Dwarf as well. I'd love to sit down and have a chat with them. Oh,
Yeah.
cat.
I think
Yeah.
Lily'd like to have a chat. That's a
Oh,
Glenpool cat, man.
I'm getting two kittens. Just early
Oh,
in
yeah.
the new year. Yeah,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna go to
Me
the
and my
rescue
wife.
centre.
That. Oh, that's great news because
Oh,
me and my wife we foster cats. The charity near us called Rain Rescue. So
oh,
that's how
brilliant.
that's how we've landed up with five cats of his own who failed foster.
Oh, hence the name, Catman.
Hence the name. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
My musician brain was thinking Catman. Like, I mean, you've been to Kathmandu or something like
No, no, it's all about cats.
that. Oh, oh.
Yeah, no, I can't live without cats. I just can't.
Brilliant. No, I mean I've always had pets. I mean I love dogs. I love cats, and
Mhm.
um, we just when Vicky moved in, my girlfriend moved in like last year. We said yeah, at some point we will be getting some kittens. So yeah, we're going to get them early on, and in the new year we'll get some kittens.
Great. Have you got any names lined up for them or?
No, Tuco is one of them. So I don't know if you know the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The, yes, well, one of the characters in there is called Tuco, and I've always loved that name, Tuco. So we might call one of them Tuco, and who knows, the other one could be called Colin or something. I don't know what sex they're going to be, but I mean, I believe when you get kittens from rescue centers, they want them in pairs, don't they? They want them to go off in pairs normally.
Yeah, quite often. Yeah, not necessarily,
Yeah.
but I think it personally. I think it's best to have more than one cat if you possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, at my house, I have so me and my ex-wife were split now, because hence her being my ex-wife, but we're very good friends and we co-parent. We have a little boy, Josh, and my cat is
Right.
at the house,
Yeah.
Snags, and he is the most miserable loner sort of cat ever want to meet. If he sees another cat, it's like he's ready to kill. But
We
he was
love them
wonderful,
like that here.
absolutely like beautiful cat. Yeah, so I mean, they're having two cats will be great. It'll be really nice, and they can keep each other company as well when we're out and stuff.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Someone to snuggle up to at night. I know, because you might say you'll not let them in the bedroom, but you will.
I've told Vicky they're not coming in the bedroom, but I know. I mean, Snags used to sleep on my chest. You know, it's like
Yeah. Oh, I get
mm.
one on my head, one on my chest, one on my feet. It's often joined by all five. It's just how we roll. Quick fire question. This one: beers or spirits?
I don't drink now.
Don't drink,
I
right?
don't. I
Okay,
don't
then tea
drink
or
now,
coffee?
but no, but black coffee every time. I don't touch like tea with milk and sugar in it. But uh, when I used to drink anything that wasn't too sweet, I'd be like single malt whiskey. I used to love, and I love a good beer, but I don't like ale. And occasionally, very, very occasionally, I might have a pint, like with a
Yeah.
meal or a glass of wine. But I don't drink anymore. And I haven't can't remember the last time I had a hangover or I was drunk. It's been a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
few years now. Yeah.
Oh, good, good. Congratulations on that. So, any upcoming tours?
Yes, I mean, as we've spoken, I've got a new album dropping, but I'm looking at doing a handful of shows in April next year, and
Okay.
then hopefully a few little festivals, and then another bunch of shows in September. So, it's with my solo band. I mean, I don't play much with my solo band, but my manager says you've got to go out and play. It's important. You can't just make albums. You've got to go out there and do some shows as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, fantastic. I hope to catch you on that tour as well.
Yes, please
So,
come along and
yeah,
please come up and say hi.
most certainly will. I mean, I'm based in Sheffield, so, I'm sure there'll be somewhere nearby if you're not coming to Sheffield.
Well, sure. I mean, I'm in Harrogate, so we're practically neighbours.
We are, right then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where I live in Harrogate.
yeah, yeah. So, what's your
Although,
favourite song that you like to sing live then?
so favourite song. I mean, I have lots of favourite songs. It's, I mean, in the Wild Hearts, my favorite song to play live was always Everlone in the Wild Hearts. But with in my solo band, I mean, I like there's a song called Lemonade Girl which I love, and like the Honeycrack stuff, Sitting at Home and Go Away. I love playing them. And like there's a Wild Heart song called Little Flower, which I love singing as well. So
Oh, I love that.
yeah, it's a great one to play live. It's really
Do like.
simple. I tell you,
Mm,
the best songs to sing live are the simple ones, the ones where you get to the chorus as quickly as possible, and they're those big kind of sing along, chanty
yeah,
songs. They're always the
yeah,
best to play live and sing
yeah,
live.
yeah. So, what's the future hold for CJ Wildheart then? I mean, I know recently Ginger's been posting on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, and there was some kind of hint of him doing some Wild Hearts work. He's saying, is that something you're involved with, or
No, I mean, I think he's doing the Wild Arts, but without any of us
right?
involved in it. So no, we don't work together, and I know Richie isn't doing it, and I know Danny isn't doing it as well. So I have no idea what his plans are. But I mean, for me, I mean, if I don't carry on making albums, I got to go and get a day job. So at the moment, I'm just going to be making albums. So I start my next solo album. I actually start recording it next week. So,
Mm,
and that will
right.
drop at some point next year. And then, as I said, I'm going to be doing a handful of shows next year.
Yeah.
So, at the moment, the B&Q job is been put on hold. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll
So the
wait and
billion
see.
dollar question, a lot of people watching this probably itching for me to ask. I'm sorry to ask it, but I suppose I have to. Is there any possibilities in the future of a Wild Arts reunion?
Um, I doubt it. I don't know. I mean, it's. I think the way things have kind of ended has drawn a line underneath it for most of us. Uh, See, the problem with the Wild Hearts is it always goes wrong.
Mm.
And, I'm not bullshitting, I'm not lying, I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
controversial here. It's the
No,
truth.
no,
The
no.
band
Yeah.
always implodes. And, it's, I can see why people can look at us and think, oh God, you guys are just ridiculous. You're like a joke. You out spinal tap. And it's like I just at my age now, I'm 56 in a few weeks' time, and I just can't have that up and down thing. I need stability in my life, and I can't have that sort of drama anymore. I just can't be around it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be around it, and I don't need to be around it anymore. And so it's for me spiritually, I'm in a great place, and I don't want anything to fuck with it. No.
Yeah. I completely get that. Completely get that.
You grow
So,
up, you know.
yeah. Now, I don't know. You put in your post, like, all these interviews and that you're very keen to work with independent artists rather than mainstream. So, you know,
It's that's the pond I swim in. I'm an independent artist, but to be honest with you, there's one reason why I wanted to join a band, and that was to tour. And I
yeah.
still want to tour. And the only way you can really tour properly, and I'm not talking about doing, the dog and duck, every weekend or every other weekend. I'm talking about how I've always toured, and that's all around the world on a tour bus with a crew,
Mm.
staying in
Yeah.
nice hotels and flying around, and having a great time. I'd love to do that again, and the only way I would be able to do that again is by joining a bigger band. So, don't get me wrong. If I was offered a decent job in a bigger band, I'd take it straight away, and I'll be off,
Hmm.
straight away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm independent because of circumstance, not out of choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been an absolute pleasure interviewing you, CJ. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Wish you nothing but luck with the new single and the new album as well, Split. And I look forward to seeing you on tour sometime soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Come up and see me, and we can have a cup of tea and a coffee together. All right.
Love to. Absolutely love to. Yeah. Yeah. Keep me posted on that. Yeah.
Brilliant. I will. Brilliant. You take care, mate.
And you as well, CJ. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, CJ Wildheart.